In this session, we're going to be looking at the Kihon for your second dan grading. Okay. Now, I think this actually has some of the bigger changes in the grading syllabus since you started doing your brown belts. As you do your brown belt grading, it's quite a similar Kihon syllabus up until your first dan grading, but then there's some quite new techniques that we do, new combinations that we do for your second dan grading. So we're going to be focusing on those. Okay, make sure you've done your warm up already. Check your training space to make sure that's safe. Make sure you've got enough room so you can do step forwards and step back. A little bit of room to the side as well. All right, so feet together. Yoi, ready. Step forwards and make the left get down right. Can I take? Guard positions. We're going to be working in the mirror stance today, so it will look like the techniques I do, like you're training in front of a mirror. Okay, to start off with, there are actually no punching combinations, just punching combinations in your second dan grading. So you're not asked to do the Kazamazuki, Oizuki, Gakuzuki again. But what we are going to just work on is a bit of a continuation of our warm-up is the Raken Oizuki. That will be important for the special combination. So with a little bit of a front foot step, I just want you to do a fast, light preparation into the Raken and make sure you get a full body rotation. Ready? 1. And then I want you to step forwards and make Oizuki and snap. 2. Good. And just shuffle backwards. Same thing. So it's a bit like the front foot step Kazami we do. Ready? 1. Raken, full body rotation. Lats down, full hikite. And Oizuki. 2. And back. You reckon? 1, 2, and back. 1, 2. Good. Now try that all the way through. You reckon? Oizuki. Light. 1, and back. 2, and back. 3, and back. 4, and back. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And yame and an ere. Right, it's good. So just warmed up the upper body a bit there. So we're now just going to go straight into the 4 kicks and the double strikes afterwards. So Oizuki Gakuzuki for the Maigari, Uraken Gakuzuki, Uraken Gakuzuki for the other 3 kicks. Okay, Yoi, left get and right, my take, guard position. So just a reminder, it's exactly the same as your previous gradings. Maigari, Oizuki, Gakuzuki, flowing with all of these. Make sure that the supporting foot is strong, stays pointing forwards. Really thrust these hips forward. Get that drive. Get that rotation, get that rotation. We are just going to go do it all the way through, so not break it down to count. Whole combination. 1. Good. And back. 2. And back. Really work on this rotation, the speed of these arms. 3. And back. 4. And back. Okay, a little bit faster. Okay. Work on these arms staying in as well, so don't allow any movement, any telegraphing before the kick. Keep it really still. The upper body still, the upper body relaxed to allow that kick almost to sneak through. It's got them before they've realised what's coming, okay? That's because everything up here is still, okay? Bit sharp. 1. Back. 2. 3, 4, and yame. There, relax. So for the kokomi, be careful depending on what surface you're training on today. I'm on the patio here, so I'm able to turn fairly easily. You may be on carpet, so just be careful. You may have not ideal surroundings, so be careful with this kick. But get that full rotation and get the thrust and the recovery and a fast preparation, full body rotation on the Uraken, full body rotation on the Gakuzuki, and a smooth snap back to guard. So again, we're going to do it lightly all the way through, straight off. So yoi, left get on right, might say, guard position. So lightly to start with, kick Uraken Gakuzuki. 1. Back. 2. And back. Same idea. Upper body really still. Allow that kick to sneak through. 3. 4. Bit sharper. Really focus on this Uraken with these. Often it can be a bit soft. Often it can be just placed there. But make sure there's something in there. And that comes from the body rotation. There. Okay? Bit faster. 1. Back. 2. 3. 4. And yame. Now relax. Third kick then, the washigeri. A lot of the same principles apply as I did for the yokigeri. Full rotation on the supporting foot. So this time it's a snap kick, but you've got to get a strong Uraken and full body rotation on the Gakuzuki. Okay, but same thing applies with the arms. No telegraphing, no extra movements, no hunching of the shoulders. Upper body dead still to allow that kick to come through smoothly. Yoi, left get on right, can I take? Guard. So lightly kick, double strike. 1. And back. 2. And back. Focus on that supporting foot. 3. Back. 4. And back. Start to build up speed. 4. A bit sharper. 1. Back. 2. 3. 4. And yame. And now relax. The fourth kick is the ushirigeri. Again, there's a spin with this one, so just be careful if you're working on an uneven surface. But it starts with a knee lift. Okay, so although we're spinning, don't start with the spin and drag that foot. Start with a sharp knee lift and then send that hip through. Okay, I really have confidence with this kick. You've got to get that foot going through quickly, and it actually helps with the balance. If you take too long, you can end up falling backwards behind you. Feeling of these hips has got to be driving into the target, just like we do with the Mai Geri, but we've spun so this way first, and then they're driving in. Okay. Yoi, left get on break. Mate. Guard. So lightly to start off with, and focus on this Uraken as well. Make sure that's strong. 1. And back. 2. And back. 3. 4. Try and get that thrust as well. I know I'm wearing trainers, but the foot positioning, really pull the toes back so you're presenting that heel, kicking with the heavy heel of the foot. Bit sharper then if you can. Just be careful, depending on what surface you're working on. You can go fast. Nice quick kick, double strike. Ready? 1. Back. 2. Back. 3. Back. 4. And yame. And nere. Relax. Okay. 30 seconds, quick water break. Then we'll be back in for the new kicking combinations that you've got to do. Okay, so these new kicking combinations requires a double kick without putting your foot down. So it's similar to the 3 kick combination that you do for your black belt grading. There's actually an addition to that later on that we'll come to. But this one is done from stance. You're stepping forwards, you're doing a double kick, and you're doing a double strike. Okay? To start off with though, just to get the feeling and to practice the control of this knee, we're just going to do the kicks from feet together. So, yoi. Starting off with your right leg kicking. The first combination is a maigeri and a kikomi. So that's what I want you to do. On the first count, you're going to do a maigeri and hold. Then from that position, kicking to the front, so not kicking to the side, kicking to the front, a kikomi, and get that recovery back. So this is actually a bit more challenging than what we'll do in a minute. Okay, but if you can do this well, it will make the kicks from stance a lot easier. Okay, so first count, maigeri and hold. 1, kikomi and back down. 2, good. Other leg, kick and hold. 1, kikomi. 2, change legs each time. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Now try both to 1 count. So kick, kick. Okay, keep that knee high, but do make sure you get a recovery back to here. So don't do something like this. Okay, where there's virtually no recovery of that knee. High knee, then kick. Ready? So kicking with the right. 1, left, 2. Change legs. 1, 2. Let's go. 1, 2. Good. And just relax. The next kick, double kick, is maigeri and washigeri. So same principles apply. You're going to do the maigeri, keep the knee high on the first count, then you're going to do from here, washigeri and down. Okay? Again, try and get that recovery back down to stance. So starting off with the right, kick maigeri and hold. 1, washigeri and down. 2. Good. So this is a little bit easier because you don't have to get that thrust that's sometimes hard to recover from. You've got to get that flowing action back. Changing legs, kicking left leg, kick and hold. 1, 2, kick and hold. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Now put the 2 kicks together. Maigeri, washigeri. Ready? 1. Other leg. 2, 3, 4. Excellent. The third kicking combination, so just 3 of these double kicks, is mawashigeri, yokigeri. And this, I think, is the hardest one because we're not going to recover all the way back to the knee up position at the front. Let me demonstrate. So the mawashigeri, you're going to kick and just recover here, okay? But then drive in for the kikomi and recover. So it's a partial recovery because you want to have a little bit of more rotation left in this foot so you can drive that kikomi in. Okay, it's challenging, but let's give it a go to count. Mawashigeri and hold, but hold in a slightly rotated position. Ready? 1, and then kikomi. 2. Okay, so it's often hard to get that kikomi strong because you don't have much rotation left. Try and get a nice solid kick. Other leg, wash and hold. 1, kikomi. 2. Change the leg. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so you can see there's a slight recovery. There's a slight recovery of this foot to allow you just to drive it in again. But it's not a full back to there and then in, because that wastes too much energy. You just want to have enough of a recovery to allow a bit of a drive into that Kihon. Okay, let's try that all the way through both kicks. Okay, so starting kicking with your right. 1, good, 2, 3, 4, good, and relax. So that's the idea, and it may need just a little bit more work from that feet together stance, just to allow you to hone in keeping that knee high and to practice that balance. But the actual way that you'll do it in your grading is what we're going to work on now. So that's from stance. We step forwards after the second kick and we do a Uraken Gakuzuki. Okay, so same principles apply with this full body rotation, but it's a little bit more challenging because often you're coming from less than ideal position, okay, after the challenge of that second kick. So we're going to try both kicks all the way through and with the Uraken Gakuzuki. So yoi, left get umber, can I take that? Guard. So the first one, back to the first one, is Maigari Yokigari. So I want you to try it all the way through, Maigari Yokigari, but actually we're just going to hold on the Uraken just to practice that body position. Ready? 1, kick, kick, hold here. So check that you've still got this position, because it's even harder to find that position after the second kick than it is with the single kicks we were doing earlier. And now Gakuzuki, 2, and shuffle back. Same again, kick, kick. 1, hold. So again, you need a fast preparation here, and punch, 2. Good. Same again. 1, 2, 1, 2. Excellent. Now try it all the way through. Kick, kick, double strike. 1, back, 2, back. A little bit faster. 3. So it doesn't matter if these kicks aren't high, it's the quality that counts. 4. Last go, 2 more. Sharper still. 5. 6. Good. And yame. Nere. Relax, just shake the legs loose if you need to. Quite challenging, these combinations. So the second set will be Maigari Mawashigari. And I think this is perhaps the easiest one of the 3, because you've got a snap kick going into a snap kick. If you can get this to flow, then it makes it a lot easier. Okay? We'll break it down to count then. Yoi, left get umber, kamate. Guard. So Maigari Mawashigari, then hold on the Uraken. Ready? 1. Take this position. 2. And back. 1. Oh, sorry. Punch. 2. Got carried away there. Same again. 1. Punch. 2. Last go to count. 1. 2. Good. So if you have a feeling of lightness and speed to these kicks, it helps. If you're too tight, then it's going to slow it down, it's going to make it harder. So all the way through, kick, kick, double strike. 1. And back. 2. And back. 3. Back. 4. Back. A bit quicker. 5. Last one. 6. Good. And yummy. And an array. Relax. Good. Okay, so your final one then, I think is the hardest one. I always struggle with this one. The Mawashigeri going into the Yoka-geri. Let me just demonstrate it first too, so you get a feeling of how much of a recovery you need. Okay, so in this combination, kick, kick, double punch. So you can see I just came back a little bit and then drove in, but I didn't come all the way back to there. Okay, so it's just a little recovery. So you've got some drive, some purchase going into that Kihon. Okay, Yoi, ready, left gear and brake, my take. Yoi, guard. So we'll do this to count again. Kick, kick, Yurakan. Ready? 1. Punch. 2. 1. 2. Same again. 1. 2. 1. 2. Good. Let's try that all the way through then. Kick, kick, double strike. 1. 2. 3. 4. Be sharper for the last 2. 5. 6. And Yame. And an air. Relax. Good. So, those new kicking combinations may require a bit more practice on your own, okay, to get that feeling of the double kick, 1, 2, and then down into that double strike quickly. So that may need a bit more independent practice. It's a challenging combination, and you do it again for your 3rd dan, for your 4th dan, 5th dan. From this point onwards, you'll always have to do those kicks. So it's a challenge. So the last section before we have another little break is going to be the 4 kicks. Now, as we've done before, I'm going to break this down into sort of 3 mini combinations, because it's unlikely you're going to have the space going forward. You would need to do 4 consecutive kicks and the double strike. All right. If you do have space, if you've got a large garden, then after the session you can try putting all 4 together into the combination. When we're back in the dojo, you'll be able to put them together and do it as a combination as it's meant to be done. But we can still work on the principles of this combination. Yoi, ready, left gear and brake, mate. Go. So the first combination. So normally this combination would be, as you've done for previous gradings, it would be Mae-geri, Komi, Washi-geri, Shira-geri, Urakan Gakuzuki. The emphasis is on the speed of that transition. Okay, so from left guard position, the first one, I want you to do Mae-geri, fast step down into Kokomi. Okay, without any strikes afterwards. Ready? 1. And back. So again, 2. Back. Work on the speed of that transition. 3. And back. 4. Good. Change legs. Come on, take. Same again. 1. Work on the stillness of this upper body, as mentioned earlier. No give away in the arms. 2. Drive in with the hips on the Mae-geri. Thrust on Yoka-geri. 3. Last one. 4. Good. Change legs. So the middle bit of the combination is the Yoka-geri into the Washi-geri. Okay. Full rotation on the Yoka-geri, full rotation on the Washi-geri. Again, if your surface allows, if you're working on carpet, just be very, very careful. Okay. Yoka-geri and Washi-geri. 1. And back. 2. Arms under control, upper body relaxed. 3. one, 4. Change legs, Kamaite. Right side forwards. Again. 1. Back. 2. Back. 3. Last one, 4. Good. And yame. Now relax. So the end bit of the combination is Mawashigari into your Shirigari, Yuraken Gakuzuki. Okay, so just be careful. You've got the opportunity now. We're not going 100% after the Mawashigari. Really make sure you plant that foot down in a sensible place so you can do that Yoshirigari safely, but with the double strike at the end. Okay, Yoi, left get on right, I say. Guard. So Yoshigari, Yoshirigari, and the double strike this time. 1. Try and get a thrust on that Yoshirigari. 2. 3. Last one. 4. Good. Change legs, might say. Last go on this side of the body. 1. Try and make sure you're kicking with the heel. 2. 3. Let's go. 4. Good. And yame. And an air ray. Relax. Good. Grab a quick drink of water. 30 seconds and we're into the last section of the Kihon. Okay, so for the last section, we've got your special down combination, which is very similar to the first down combination, just 2 slight changes in techniques. And then we've got the kicking combination where you're balancing on one leg, where you kick Maigari, Yokari, Shirigari, but then we add in a Mawashigari for a bit of extra challenge on that one. Okay, so we're going to start off by going through the special hand combination to count, then we'll do it a few times all the way through, so we're really familiar with that. Okay, Yoi, ready, left gear and right, Kamate, guard position. So all the way through, your combination will be this. It is Mawashigari, Yuraken, Gakuzuki, and stop, and really get that kime, that finish on this technique. Then you're going to step backwards. And instead of Gedan Barai, like in the first combination, you're going to make Nagashiyuki here. So the preparation, slightly unusual, comes from this side of the body here, and you come across it. It's Nagashiyuki, Gakuzuki, but with the kime stop there. And then instead of Kikomi, Yuraken Gakuzuki, it is Shirigari, Yuraken, Oizuki, but depending on space, you may have to do Yuraken, change your feet, and Oizuki. If you've got enough space to do a full step, that's fine. If not, step back, Oizuki. Okay, so left freestyle. To count the first section, Washigari, Yuraken, Gakuzuki, and stop. 1. Good. Get this solid stop here. Check this position. Check the stance. Check the rotation. Check the hikite. Step back, Nagashiyuki, get and right. 2. Good. And when you do that step back, make sure you focus on this upper body. No tilt forwards. Strong in the legs. Strong push back. Then your Shirigari, Yuraken, Oizuki. 3. Yuraken, you may need to step back to do the Oizuki. Good. And shuffle back, make room. Washigari, Yuraken, Gakuzuki. 1. Nagashiyuki, Gakuzuki. 2. Still get this body rotation here. Rotate, rotate. You shirigiri, Yurakan Oizuki. So this is tough. This is shirigiri. Normally we do it for freestyle, where you can set up the position of your feet. It often helps if you're in a slightly narrow stance. But here, in the formal stance, and you've got this side rotated forwards. So it's a long way to travel to do that kick, okay, which is why it's an extra challenge. So from here, you shirigiri, Yurakan Oizuki. Ready? 3. Oizuki, and with a step if you need to. Okay, last time to count. 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, so we practice this Yurakan Oizuki at the very start. So that's the feeling you want to have if you've got room to do it. If not, you know what the feeling should be, but we're just adding in a step if you haven't got enough room. Good. Change legs. Right leg forwards. Same thing to count. Ready? Washigo, Yurakan Gakuzuki. 1. Check this still stop. Lats pulled down. Full hikite. Really show the good technique here. Step back. Nagashuki Gakuzuki. 2. Yushirigo, Yurakan Oizuki. 3. And back. Ready? 1. Stop. 2. Stop. 3. Good. Last time to count. 1, 2, 3. And Yame and Tanere. Relax. So we're going to do that twice, from left stance, twice from right stance, but nice and sharply. Really, really focus on the dead stop between each of those sections. So kick, door punch, show the stop in that Gakuzuki. Step back, block punch, show that stop. Then kick, Yurakan Oizuki. Okay, show the speed of that kick. So twice from left stance, twice from right stance. Ready? Yoi. Left get on right, kamate. Guard. All the way through. Shimei. Stop. And back. Stop. Block. Stop. Kick. And finish. And from the other side of the body. Get that stop. Block and stop. Kick. Let's go. Good. And Yame and Ere. Relax. Good. We're into the final routine then of your basics, which is the kicks. Balancing on one leg. And this time you've got 4 kicks to do. So Mai Geri, Yoka Geri, Yushira Geri, and then Mawashi Geri, which is hard. Okay, you've got to go from the back all the way to the front, all the way back down to stance. Okay, we're going to break it down to count and then do it all the way through. So make sure you've got room to the side of you to do these side kicks. Okay, Yoi, left get Ambrai Kamate, guard. So I want you to do Mai Geri, kick and hold. 1. Yoka Geri, kick and back to knee up. 2. Yushira Geri, back to here. 3. Mawashi Geri and down. 4. And it's all the way back down to the front stance. So not feet together, not step forwards, all the way back down. Try that again. 1. Yoka Geri. 2. Yushira Geri. 3. Mawashi Geri. 4. And all the way back down. Okay. One more go to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Change legs. Same thing to count. Mai Geri. 1, Yoka Geri. 2, Yushira Geri. 3, Washi Geri. 4. Good. Good. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to count. 1, 2, work on that knee. 3, 4. Good. And change legs. All right. Try that all the way through 3 times, kicking with your right leg. Do 1 light, 1 medium, 1 sharp. Ready? Shimei, Maigari, Kikomi, Shirigari, more Shigari. Medium. Don't worry if you lose your balance, just regain it and do a quality kick and fast. Change stance, Kaite. Last go. 3, light, medium, fast. Shimei, Maigari, Yokagari, Shirigari, Washigari. Medium. Last go. And Yame. Nere. Relax. Well done. So that is your second Dan grading syllabus for your Kihon. Okay, so the things to work on are the new combinations for these kicks, the double kick with the knee up. So that requires balance and strength in the legs to be able to keep that knee high and do both of those kicks. Okay, and that comes from training hard, training often to get that strength in the legs, to practice that balance. Okay, and then the special Dan combination is very, very similar, but it's a bit more tricky because you've got like your shirigari. But the idea of that still stop, kick, double punch and stop, step back, block and punch and stop, and then kick, Yurakin, Oizuki. That's exactly the same as your first Dan. Okay, to get that focus makes a massive difference to your basics, and that translates into kata as well, getting that still stop in the katas. Okay, so for the rest of the grading, you would then do a choice of the second Dan katas, and you could be asked to do any of the brown belt katas, MP, Gion, etc. If you get called up at the end and you've got your Juip on Kumite, but the 5 unnamed attacks, so that takes a bit of practice as well, getting used to attacks coming in that you don't know what they could be and they're not named. Okay, so well done. Make sure you do your cool down and stretch after this. Keep training hard, keep connected, and hopefully see you in the dojo soon. Okay, feet together. Bow. Us.